Yes, we are back again. Welcome back to Expose News TV. All right, if you're joining us for the first time, remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications. All right, we are going into the news directly. Yes, a political earthquake has struck this time. Yes, coming from, of course, none other than the Donald Trump talking about the zoo government ties to terrorists, Boko terrorists. All right, my people will be going straight into the news. Yes, this is what it says. Trump drops shocking revelations about the zoo military's alleged ties to Boko Haram and other terrorist groups. In a bombshell speech that has sent shockwaves across the globe, Trump has one way or another talked about how or spoken about how the zoo right high-ranking officials in within the zoo government, Nigerian government, have been connected one way or another, funding and protecting zoo terrorists while using military forces to oppress innocent civilians in the southeast. Okay, let's continue. My people, this one is quite, of course, quite mind blowing. Okay, during a televised press conference, Trump he unveiled classified documents and intelligence reports, allegedly proving that billions of dollars meant for national security have been funneled into the hands of terrorist organizations, and of course, which the zoo government were part of the nations that were involved in this. And of course, these funds were used to fuel instability one way or another in various nations. And the zoo government was part of nations that were called in, or were the Nigerian government. Yes, we are part of the nations that were called. And of course, it's saying here that we have evidence the zoo government and various other nations, because of course, we are not, the Nigerian government isn't the only nation that is doing this kind of thing or has hands in using terrorist organizations like the Boko Haram and so on and so forth to do or get involved in things like this. And the world must wake up. That is what he said. My people, it is no longer a joke as this man has actually put his hands into things like this. Okay, the US president further calling out a top zoo Nigerian official widely refers to as Musa. Of course, we know who Musa is. Everybody knows who Musa is. As he has been also accused of being one of the key people working for this thing or working towards working with the terrorist organization. My people, one way or another, we have always known that. In fact, the first insight that should have been made known to the public was when Boko Haram had been active, doing a whole lot of, causing a whole lot of harm in the north, bombing and the rest of it, kidnapping, causing a whole lot of issue. And within that same period of time, something about the Biafra movement and Biafra liberation came up within that same period of time. And my people, guess what happened? They were able to tag the Boko, no, rather, they were able to tag the Biafra movement or Biafra agitators as a terrorist movement, as a terrorist organization before Boko Haram. And that was where it all got fishy, because within that first time, this was the first time around the first time period where Boko Haram had come out. It should have been during Jonathan's time or before that, and there were possible hits, and it was very, very tremendous. It was very, very terrific, because of course everybody was surprised at that point. And at some point, all of a sudden, they were bombing and causing problems, and then something happened. I can't really remember, I can't really recall, but talked about Biafra movement and everything. And they had the guts to come out on the news and announce that Biafra, anybody related to Biafra or the Biafra movement, everything is a terrorist government. And at that point, they had not even called or declared Boko Haram a terrorist organization. That was when it all got, I mean, to the public, of course, people that were deep inside already knew. But then, when it all got known to the public, was when a whole lot of people, it got a whole lot of people thinking that how would you announce and declare Biafra movement a terrorist organization while leaving a set of people, Boko Haram, that had been killing people, bombing, causing turmoil, and you had not mentioned them at all. My people, it was very, very heartbreaking at that point, but then it was one of the first sightings that would make you come to understand that these people were very, very fishy and they had something going under their drawers. Yes. As this Trump's revelation has gone viral, it has caused chaos and it has caused issues in the country, of course, in Nigeria. And the citizens have taken to social media and are actually demanding for answers. But of course, we would never get an answer to this particular plea because, of course, they are in charge of the social media one way or another. And whatever they want is what would happen. Meanwhile, inside zoos, corridors of power, panic has set in, and government officials have scrambled to discredit the claims of everything that has been done. My people, that is what you would expect. But let us have it in mind that none of this would stop. None of this. I repeat, none of these issues are about to stop. It's actually about to get higher and more heartbreaking. Let us just get ready because at some point,
break the hands of the zoo to release our leader with immediate effect. All my calls for complete 1 month fell into deaf ears. Meaning what? What the boys are doing was what they were sent to do. Are you paying attention? That is, I'm giving this illustration based on what Musa is doing or what Musa said. Are you getting me? So, thank you, Ajibo Sunday. So, now, you cannot tell me as a commander that you are not just aware, that you are not in support of the terrorism of your boys, those under your command. No, you are in support. You don't just know, but you are in support of it. That's why the DOS did not listen to me for once to, to call the boys to order. They kept on, even China Saworu will come on air and applaud them. China Saworu, Chike Dozieha will come on air and applaud them. Our media team, he will applaud them. And he will tell them, you guys are doing a marvelous job. You understand? That means they are in support of it. So, Musa, you can never tell me that Canada is not seeing what is going on in the zoo and how your boys are, causing or perpetrating acts of terrorism in the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. So you are the chief terrorist, and Canada is aware of it.
Now, following this revelation, the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, had strong words for the Canadian Embassy.
Thank you for the courage to say that Canada denied you. They can go to hell.
Hallelujah. 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 Let's continue.
Even though it's painful, it's disrespectful, but we are people. We are strong. And I agree with you. We have to fix our country.
Oh, okay. No. Don't tell me that. You see, I don't like it. No. If you hate me, I will appreciate it. If you hate me, always show it to my face that you despise me, you dislike me, you don't like me. Always prove it to me. Don't come and do all these petty things and wishy-washy. Don't come to me and do that. You don't have to fix Nigeria. How can you fix Nigeria? How can you fix the zoo? You don't come and tell us on the pages of newspaper and the television you have to fix Nigeria. Are you Osigino busy from your heart that you are calling for the zoo to be fixed? It's not from your heart. So don't come and tell me, don't pretend. That's why I said, if you hate me, let me know. Show it to my face that you despise me. Yes. Show it to me. Let me be aware. Don't pretend. You don't. No. The zoo cannot be fixed. Nobody is dreaming of fixing the zoo. Nobody. Because even you, as the so-called advisor or whatever they call you, how much is your salary? How much is your salary? And how much is the minimum wage that they have been dragging since last year till today? How much? Many states under the zoo is still paying 30,000 minimum wage till now, while one bag of rice is 100 and something thousand naira. No be juju be that. No be juju be. We are talking about food though. We're not even talking about other things, other necessities, other home use and groceries. We're not talking about these things. We are talking about only food first. A bag of rice that a family man should be buying. More than go 10 kg. More than go 10 kg. Only for myself, only for me, I buy 10 kg. I'm telling you the truth. Even Nagokage bu ezioku Chineke. Ogafe nkan na-ekwu, then forget it about ezioku. You understand? Only me buy 10 kg. Because I don't go shopping anyhow. I don't go shopping every time. I buy 10 kg and stock it in my kitchen. Anytime I go ngasi. So what about if a man that with his family and children? How about them? You don't have to buy 10 kg. Rather, you buy 50 kg full bag of rice. Yes. And that one, you have to have 100 and something thousand naira to buy it.
You have to do it well. Yes. This disrespect is too much. So
Nuhu ribadu. Nuhu wafaya. Nuhu. Fulani ebu madu. Nuhu ribadu. Who are you expecting to respect you? No. Let us be sincere here. Who is Nuhu Ribadu expecting to respect him? Who? Canada? Are you insane? Are you serious right now? Canada to respect you. How? Canada is a developed country, a developed world. They are living a different life. Canada is in another world. They are not in this earth. They are in another planet. They don't live like us in the zoo. They live in another world on their own. They have their own world on their own. Are you paying attention? No. So how do you expect a people like this to respect you? People that have created their own world, they are not even involved with what we have in the world today. They are living very, very large, very, very well. They have everything. Citizens are enjoying themselves on regular basis. Which kind of respect do you want? A terrorist like you. A terrorist like you demanding respect from a highly respected country like Canada. No be juju be that.
yet is another reason why we work hard to make Nigeria work.
Iwem na bụ n'okwu si akọọla ya aka. Iwem na bụ n'okwu si akọọla ya aka. And those who are going to applaud him are the rented, rented people who are under their payroll. There are few people in that hall. They are all benefiting from this, terrorist government and terrorist Nigeria. So that's why once the people like this come out and speak their junk and nonsense, they will clap for them.
And be respected.
This AI tool will create a...
Nobody will respect you. Nuhu. Nobody, no single person is going to respect you if you don't respect yourself. How do you expect respect?
Routine visa policy, or is there more to this story? I'm going to take a tweet now. I would expect nothing less from the National Security Advisor. He's resolute. I would expect nothing less from him.
Okay.
Moving on now.
So we are now going to bring it back to the previous, message, and let us see what Very Dark Man has to say concerning this incident, concerning this thing.
Does that name ring a bell?
So we are going to bring it back. We are going to bring it back from Very Dark Man. Or before that, let me play this video, at least to remind us who they are. Let me play this video to remind us. I've been waiting for so long to play this very video. But today, because I have spoken, or that I'm speaking about Musa and the terrorist Nigeria, it is very, very important to play this very video. Though I have been keeping this very video for very months now. Let us listen.
Oh boy, no be small thing. Not say here why they this Lekki side why they get to this military barrack now. Where they near us. At least I don't want to mention the name. I say my old friends who I live before I travel out. Most of them don't become rank officers. So they just invite me 3-4 days. But when I go there, oh boy, these guys, within they talk. For barrack self, I was someone who sit down with Iboman for barrack. So the other corner where me I sit down, they talk say as things be, say before 2 months, say 2 months self too far. Say 2 months too far, it will be army and army they begin to open transaction among themselves.
Did you hear that? Let's play it again. Nsubude.
Oh boy, these guys, within they talk. For barrack self, I was someone who sit down with Iboman for barrack.
Did you hear that? For barracks, Hausa man no fee sit down with Igbo man self in barracks. And person who is speaking is a military officer. Are you getting me? He said in the barracks, a northerner can't even sit with an Igbo man in the barracks. And this is what has been happening in the zoo. The military is so divided. The police is so divided. How do you intend to wage a war against a determined people?
So the other corner where me I sit down, they talk say as things be, say before 2 months, say 2 months self too far. Say 2 months too far, it will be army and army they begin to open transaction among themselves. I get it me. The thing go, it's must say the highest before 2 months. The thing fix result to war. Say army is divided. Say that we just live on gunpowder. Oh boy. Now I leave barrack, come my house. Before I did where the house someone go say, Kai Bogashi no come up person head. Now I run since that and they call it my those who gather they come in my come barrack. I know go. The thing is divided. Anger. But if you go to Barak, they can anger with Nigerian Barak, but you know go anger full Nigerian anger. Hey, I'm going to just pray, may God help us.
You see that? I equally want to use this opportunity to tell my Biafran brothers and sisters who are serving under the zoo military to retrace their steps. I'm telling you, leave now. Leave now before it is too late for you. Leave now. If you are an Igbo man, a Biafran person serving under the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom Janjaweed Army, leave now. Because it will be very, very late for you, as quick as possible. Now let us come back here. After this, I'm going to open the line for our people.
Of that money. Does that name ring a bell to anybody in the room? Because your money, $697 million annually, plus the shipments of cash funds madrasas, ISIS, Al Qaeda.
Since I have played the video, let me go straight to Very Dark Man's, analysis.
What?
Sorry for that. I am, of course, playing this very video from YouTube. So expect all these adverts.
A difference a day makes.
ISIS Khorasan.
Dear Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu, this is a very serious allegation. This is a very, very serious allegation. And to the respective heads of all our security agencies in Nigeria, this is a very serious allegation that should not be overlooked. Over time, we have heard different stories that Boko Haram are being sponsored by the West, but there was no clearer evidence than this particular evidence. I mean, this man's name is Scott Gordon Perry. He's an American politician and a retired Army National Guard brigadier general. Now, the Army National Guard in the US is just like an American military reserve. So they don't go outside war, they only stay inside. It's a domestic army where they don't go outside to go and fight. So this man is privileged to a lot of information. So him coming out to say that the US aid, the money that is supposed to be used to sponsor countries in development are being used to sponsor terrorism in different countries, to cause chaos in those countries so that they can make more money in those countries and also make more money with the US aid. It's just crazy. Now, what's the US aid? The US aid is an independent agency of the United States government that is primarily responsible for administrating civilian foreign aid and development assistance. Now, what is the purpose of the USAID? The purpose of the USAID is the U.S. Agency for International Development is the principal U.S. agency to extend assistance to countries recovering from disaster, trying to escape poverty, and engaging in democratic reform. So all these poor countries, they go there. Their primary responsibility is to give them a boost, to upgrade them, to uplift them, just general development by the funds that are being contributed or the funds that are being donated for the development of this such country, like a third world country. But now this man is coming to reveal that those money are being used to sponsor terrorism. Now, the problem now is not what this man is saying, it's the way the government is even reacting to this, right? The government are actually not saying anything about this. This man is telling us that he's literally saying, I know the people responsible for the buying of a lot of people in Nigeria through Boko Haram. That's what he's saying. He's literally saying, I know them, because he has pointed that it is the US aid. So I would expect that the Nigerian government, as Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu government, would actually do a deep investigation and bring this man, or maybe tell him, ask him question. You have the rights. He literally called Boko Haram that have affected the lives of a lot of people and caused chaos in Nigeria. Turned a lot of states upside down. See Borno State. See, a lot of northern states have been turned upside down. A lot of people cannot go to school. A lot of them have to run away because of insecurity and insurgency from all those states and because of the Boko Haram. So this guy has come out to say, okay, yes, I'm giving you people a direction so that you people can know where the problem is coming from and know what have affected us in Nigeria, because Boko Haram is still affecting us up till now. So the national government are quiet, and I'm surprised.
Now, I told you that I'm going to analyze that first video by the time I start playing Very Dark Man's video. According to Very Dark Man, he said, sorry, that he is expecting the federal government of the zoo to launch a very deep investigation concerning this allegation from the U.S. Congressman Scott Perry. I want to tell the whole world that the so-called FG, federal government of the zoo, led by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, can never, ever investigate anything. Ask me why. Because the Fulani that controls the government or controls every affairs of the government in the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, knows every single thing concerning Boko Haram. Pay attention. What I'm saying now, Very Dark Man can never say it because he is not a freedom fighter. He's an influencer. Influencer who is also influential. Yes, that one I have to give him his flowers. Now, the federal government of the zoo, led by Tinubu, can never ever launch any investigation because of this. You know why? Because they know about it. They know about it. Do you think that Boko Haram does not have connection with the top military personnel, with the top military commanders? And this money, how does it locate Boko Haram? How does the money locate Boko Haram? Because if the US aid, which is always been given in the public, where the whole world is aware that the US is giving aid to Nigeria, meaning that the money comes through Nigerian government. Are you paying attention? The money in question goes through the government, because since it is in the open that US is giving aid to Nigeria, that means the money goes through the government. So who else do you think that is extending this money to Boko Haram to sponsor terrorism? Is it not a simple mathematics? Remember, US aid is not being given in secret. If it is given in secret, you can easily say there are many ways for Boko Haram to get this money directly from the US aid. But it's not in the secret. This aid is not given in the secret. This aid is given in the open. Therefore, how do you think that this money gets to Boko Haram? How do you think? When the aid is given to the government, straight, direct to government, yet is being used to sponsor terrorism. So how do these Boko Haram terrorists get the money? How do they get the fund from this US aid that passed through the government? Is it not through the government? Is it not through the government? That's why I told you Tinubu and his government can never, ever, that one I can set my neck. I can even bet my house. Your useless government can never, ever launch any investigation sincerely and genuinely. It is not going to happen. There's no possibility for that, because the money, the aid in question, the money in question passes through the government to Boko Haram. Is it not a common sense? It's a common sense. They can come maybe after this. They may come and say, "Oh, we have started investigation to investigate the allegation of the Scott Perry." No, don't listen to any press release from the presidency moving forward. Don't pay attention to it. Don't even pay attention to it, because it's all lies and fallacy. Lies and fallacy.
Surprise. Unless, of course, if they know about it and they have been the one that have been cleaning up. Because, to be honest,
Oh, you didn't know. Oh, you didn't know. Now, them, they are the real sponsors. They are the real sponsors. Yes. Oh, yes, they are. They are, yes. And Tinubu is not an exception. He knows everything. He knows every single thing, because he himself single-handedly created, or should I say, made APC what APC